If you've ever dreamed of vibrant cities where technology, creativity, and limitless vision seem to paint every magical detail, then today you're about to witness something even more astonishing. We're stepping into an adventure filled with wonders hidden within the fast-paced rhythm of everyday life. And these projects, they're not just ideas, they're revolutionary steps forward. Welcome back to Top 10 Discoveries Official. I'm James, and right now, join me on a journey where every step unlocks a new door to the world. One, NEOM, the future city of Saudi Arabia. A $500 billion megacity being built in the arid deserts of Saudi Arabia, yet powered 100% by renewable energy? It sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? But this isn't science fiction. It's NEOM, a futuristic city coming to life right before our eyes. Backed by a $500 billion investment, NEOM is an ambitious ecosystem in the making. The project runs entirely on renewable energy from wind, solar, and green hydrogen, aiming to cut 1.2 million tons of carbon emissions annually. NEOM is designed to be pollution-free and completely carbon neutral. It's not just a technological breakthrough, it's a revolution in environmental management, setting a new standard for cities of the future. The most striking feature of NEOM is the line, a 170-kilometer linear city with no cars and no traditional streets. You might be surprised to learn that the line will occupy less than 1% of New York City's area, but is expected to create over 2 million high-tech jobs. A 500-kilometer-per-hour high-speed train will connect one end of the city to the other in just 20 minutes, operated entirely by AI and autonomous robots, offering an urban experience unlike anything seen before. NEOM isn't just a grand vision, it's Saudi Arabia's bold step to transform a barren land of sand and heat into a world-leading hub of economy and technology. What once seemed impossible is becoming reality, laying the foundation for the future of our world. 2. Hyperloop, the high-speed tunnel that breaks all limits. Next up is Hyperloop, the vacuum high-speed train system hailed as the time machine of modern transportation. Powered by magnetic propulsion inside a vacuum tube, Hyperloop can reach speeds of up to 760 miles per hour, around 1,223 kilometers per hour. That's 3 times faster than Japan's Shinkansen bullet train and nearly the speed of sound. Traveling from New York to Washington, D.C. would take only 30 minutes, a route that usually takes over 4 hours by car. But Hyperloop isn't just about speed, it's also incredibly energy efficient. A single Hyperloop trip uses 90% less energy than an airplane, runs entirely on solar power, and emits almost zero greenhouse gases. If implemented on a large scale, it could reduce millions of tons of CO2 emissions annually, a major milestone in the fight against climate change. The US has its transcontinental highways, Japan has the Shinkansen, but Hyperloop might just be the key to 21st century mobility, where distance between cities is no longer measured in hours, but in minutes. If successful, it will revolutionize the way we travel, blur the lines between urban centers, and create a world where every destination feels just a blink away. 3. Nvidia's AI City project, the first true AI-powered city. When we think of modern cities, New York is usually the first name that comes to mind. But now China's AI City is emerging as a formidable contender. Both in scale and vision, this city is designed to be fully powered by AI, 5G, and big data, completely transforming the way residents interact with their surroundings. While over 8 million people in New York continue to struggle with traffic congestion and air pollution, AI City is building an automated transportation system that's already projected to cut traffic jams by 80% and emissions by 20% in its initial phase. That's a level of progress New York might take decades to achieve. In terms of scale and innovation, AI City won't just be a smart city, it will serve as the central hub of a global network where data, artificial intelligence, and big data aren't just tools, but the very heartbeat of the entire system. The city aims to reduce energy consumption by up to 30% and optimize public safety with over 2 million smart cameras and sensors integrated throughout its infrastructure. With an investment of up to $560 billion, AI City isn't just another urban development. It's a revolutionary leap forward, breaking past the current boundaries of what cities can be. If New York is the symbol of traditional growth, then AI City is the blueprint for a future where technology doesn't just keep up, it leads the way. 4. Hong Kong, Zhuhai-Macao. Bridge, a timeless marvel. Don't think that monumental structures only exist in the future. They are here today, and one of them is the Hong Kong, Zhuhai-Macao Bridge. With a total length of 34 miles, 55 kilometers, roughly the distance from New York to Philadelphia, this is the longest sea-crossing bridge in the world, connecting three major economic hubs, Hong Kong, Zhuhai, and Macau. Completed after 9 years of construction and the efforts of over 1,000 engineers, workers, and specialists, this bridge has cut the travel time between the three largest financial centers in China from 4 hours to less than 30 minutes, a revolutionary change in regional economic connectivity. Stretching 55 kilometers, including 6.7 kilometers of underwater tunnel, China's first ever submerged tunnel, the bridge now accommodates over 60,000 vehicles daily, ushering in a new era for transportation and commerce. As a result, the region has seen economic growth of up to $1 billion annually, creating a network of connections not only in terms of physical distance but also in economic power. While the Western world debates about megaprojects, China has proven that bold ideas not only can be realized, but can also completely transform our lives in the way we work. This bridge not only connects three cities, but serves as a symbol of global vision, positioning China at the forefront of building great infrastructure projects. 5th, ITER, the $22 billion sun machine. Imagine a future where humanity no longer needs coal, oil, or nuclear power. A clean, endless, and powerful energy source, just like the sun, but created right here on Earth. It sounds like science fiction, right? But right now in the south of France, the most ambitious scientific project in human history is turning this vision into reality. The $22 billion ITER sun machine is an unprecedented collaborative effort involving 35 countries, including the US, China, Japan, the EU, Russia, and South Korea. This is humanity's first attempt to control nuclear fusion, the same process that powers the sun, right here on our planet. At the heart of ITER is the tokamak, a massive reactor weighing 23,000 tons, equivalent to 3 Eiffel Towers. Inside, plasma will reach temperatures of 150 million degrees Celsius, 10 times hotter than the core of the sun, causing hydrogen atoms to fuse and release immense energy. With just 0.5 grams of fuel, ITER can generate 500 megawatts of electricity, 10 times the initial energy input. To put it into perspective, 10 grams of fusion fuel is equivalent to 10 tons of coal, but without any CO2 emissions or hazardous radioactive waste. The future fusion plant could provide 24/7 power, independent of fossil fuels or weather conditions. This project also demonstrates unprecedented international collaboration. The US is producing the world's strongest magnets, Japan is making ultra-durable pressure vessels, the EU is handling infrastructure, and China and South Korea are supplying the core components. Over 10 million parts are being assembled to create the most powerful energy machine in history. 6. SpaceX Starship, the world's most powerful, reusable spacecraft. Imagine a day when we no longer live on Earth, but instead call Mars our home. It may sound impossible, but right now, SpaceX's Starship is making this once unimaginable dream a reality. With unprecedented power, Starship is not just a spacecraft. It's the key to ushering in the interplanetary era, where Mars will become humanity's second home. Standing at 121 meters, twice the height of the Statue of Liberty, Starship is not only impressive in size, but also boasts an unimaginable thrust of 7,600 tons, more than double that of the legendary Saturn V. It can carry 100 people and hundreds of tons of cargo on each flight, turning science fiction into fact. What makes Starship even more remarkable is that it is 100% reusable, unlike current rockets that are discarded after each launch. The cost per launch is only $2 million, a 99% reduction compared to old rockets. This means space travel will become a mainstream industry, much like air travel today. Not only NASA, but China, Russia, and Europe are also pursuing new generation spacecraft to stay competitive. While NASA invests over $93 billion in the Artemis program to return humans to the moon, China is pushing forward with the Tiangong project and ambitions to establish a permanent base on the Red Planet. Yet among all, Starship stands as the most promising contender, the only spacecraft that can take humanity beyond Earth's orbit. No longer a distant future, Starship is the ticket to take humanity off our lush green home. The day Mars becomes humanity's second address is closer than ever. And when that happens, we won't just be Earthlings, we'll be citizens of the universe. 7. Sky Park, Singapore. The park on the world's tallest building. Have you ever heard of the park atop the tallest building in the world named Sky Park? Suspended 656 feet above the iconic Marina Bay Sands Tower, Sky Park is more than just a rooftop garden. It's a universe hanging in the sky, where every definition of living space is erased and redefined from scratch. Covering a vast area of more than 133,000 square feet, equivalent to 24 basketball courts, Sky Park can accommodate thousands of people at once, creating a true flying city. It features a 492-foot-long infinity pool, over twice the length of a standard football field. A wonder that is both iconic and a magnificent testament to humanity's ability to conquer limits. Sky Park doesn't just change the way we see cities, it reshapes the very concept of a living space amidst the sky, where technology, nature, and people coexist in a harmonious rhythm. It's a leap into the future, a must-visit destination for anyone who wants to witness the perfect blend of innovation and continuous creativity. 8. Tesla Gigafactory, the world's largest battery factory. Next, let's explore the Tesla Gigafactory, a machine of innovation that is reshaping the global automotive industry. With a massive investment of $5 billion, the Gigafactory in Nevada, USA, covers an area of 11 million square feet, equivalent to over 190 NFL football fields. It is the largest battery production facility in the world, with plans to supply enough batteries for more than 500,000 electric vehicles every year. What sets the Gigafactory apart is its strong commitment to renewable energy. The factory is fully powered by solar and wind energy, with over 3 million solar panels on the roof generating more than 130 megawatts of electricity, enough to power 300,000 homes annually. Through these solutions, Gigafactory eliminates 100% of CO2 emissions, equivalent to taking 150,000 fossil fuel-powered cars off the roads each year. Moreover, the advanced lithium-ion battery technology here has reduced costs to under $100 per kilowatt-hour, making electric vehicles more accessible to consumers. The Gigafactory produces 35 gigawatt-hours of batteries annually, enough to power 500,000 electric vehicles. Gigafactory is more than just a factory. It's a symbol of the future of the automotive industry, a giant leap beyond current limitations, and a gateway to a new era for electric cars and renewable energy. 9. Masdar City, the first zero-carbon emission. City, imagine a city with clean air, no smog, no pollution, where everything operates on renewable energy. This is Masdar City, a technological marvel in the heart of Abu Dhabi, UAE. More than just an urban project, it is a revolution in how we envision the future of sustainable cities. Covering 6 square kilometers, 2.3 square miles, Masdar City operates without fossil fuels, with no gasoline or diesel-powered cars, and absolutely no noise or air pollution. The city is designed to run on electric vehicles and an automated intelligent transport system, equipped with AI and IoT to optimize movement. This system reduces carbon emissions by 50% compared to traditional urban environments and cuts electricity consumption by up to 40%. Masdar City also reduces operating costs by 30%, thanks to the use of solar and wind energy and other cutting-edge green technologies. These statistics are not hypothetical. They represent the real-world achievements of a smart, advanced city model unlike any other. With its commitment to zero CO2 emissions, Masdar City is not just a green project, but a living experiment for the future of sustainable urban living. It has become a hub for technology companies, research into renewable energy, and smart city innovations, opening a new chapter for modern urbanization. 10. Jeddah Tower, when dreams reach the sky. The race to conquer the sky has never been more intense. Over a decade after the Burj Khalifa set the record at 828 meters, 2,717 feet, the world is about to witness a new milestone. Jeddah Tower, the first building to surpass the 1-kilometer mark, reaching a staggering 1,008 meters, 3,307 feet, making it the tallest architectural marvel in human history. This colossal project, with a budget of $20 billion US, not only aims to break records, but to redefine the future of super-tall cities. Standing at an expected height of 3,307 feet, 1,008 meters, Jeddah Tower will officially surpass Burj Khalifa, 828 meters, becoming the tallest building ever built by mankind. But it's not just taller, it's smarter too, with a solar energy-efficient glass facade that helps reduce cooling costs by up to 40%. A massive saving in the desert's tropical heat. While in the US, the fastest elevator systems travel at around 1,000 feet per minute, Jeddah Tower is rewriting the definition of vertical movement. Its super-fast elevator system reaches speeds of 2,165 feet per minute, 22.3 meters per second, 6 times faster than ordinary elevators, taking you to over 160 floors in just a few seconds. Jeddah Tower is not only a source of pride for Saudi Arabia, but also a statement for humanity, that we never stop striving, never stop breaking limits. While many Western countries are still discussing smart cities, the Middle East is bringing a futuristic project to life, reshaping the future of global urban landscapes. 11th, underwater city, the ambition to build beneath the ocean. When humanity has reached the stratosphere, building cities in the clouds, the next big question is, can we live beneath the ocean's surface? And the answer is yes, and this is becoming a reality. An awe-inspiring project called Ocean Spiral, researched by Japan and now being considered by the UAE for development off the coast of Dubai, has officially signaled the future where humans could live underwater in a spherical city with a diameter of 1,640 feet, approximately 500 meters, located over 2,300 feet, approximately 700 meters, beneath the sea. A mini-planet nestled within the vast ocean. Here, energy does not come from the sun, but from ocean currents through a system of hydrodynamic turbines. Air and water are constantly recycled. Food is grown in a closed-loop system, from seaweed and fish to vegetables cultivated in underwater greenhouses. No longer will we face shortages of electricity, water, or land, because this city will regenerate everything from the heart of the ocean. But why would we need such underwater cities? Because by 2050, the global population will exceed 9.7 billion, and major cities will no longer have enough land to live on. The Earth has only 29% land area, with the rest being ocean, and Ocean Spiral is humanity's way to expand its territory without taking an additional inch of dry land. If successful, this will not just be a technological project, it will be a breakthrough in civilization, where humanity can escape the limitations of land-based existence and create an entirely new chapter, an underwater civilization. 12th, Google Bayview Campus, the Advanced Green Tech Headquarters. If you think this is just a regular building, you're mistaken. This is a building that can generate its own electricity, adjust the working environment with artificial intelligence, and even recycle all of its water. A project not only serving humanity, but also protecting the planet, known as Google Bayview Campus, the iconic tech hub of Google in California, USA. Spanning an enormous 1.1 million square feet, over 102,000 square meters, equivalent to 15 football fields, Google Bayview is not just an office, it's a miniature city with one of the most advanced operating systems in the world. From above, the giant dome of Google Bayview looks like a dragon's armor, with 50,000 solar panels covering it. This system is not only aesthetically pleasing, but also generates 7 megawatts of electricity, enough to power 500 households for a year. Compared to a typical office building, this campus reduces carbon emissions by 90%, taking Google far ahead in the greening race of the industry. However, what truly makes Bayview a marvel is how it operates autonomously. The AI system continuously monitors and adjusts lighting, temperature, and airflow, helping the building consume 40% less electricity compared to traditional offices. Radiant cooling technology replaces air conditioning, cutting cooling energy consumption by 50%. Moreover, 100% of the rainwater is collected and recycled, transforming Bayview into a self-sustaining ecosystem, independent of public water sources. In a world struggling to find ways to reduce emissions, Google Bayview doesn't just propose solutions. It has already made them a reality. This is no longer a typical office. It's an ecological machine powered by AI, setting a new standard for all buildings in the 21st century. 13. Antarctic Research Station, the moon base on Earth's frozen frontier. In what is known as the world's coldest desert, where temperatures can plummet to minus 128 degrees Fahrenheit, winds can reach over 200 miles per hour, and not a single blade of grass can survive. China has made a bold move with a project that could be considered the most audacious in modern history, the Smart Antarctic Research Station. What makes this station remarkable is that it operates entirely on renewable energy. By combining massive wind turbines that generate up to 10,000 kilowatt hours per month and high-efficiency solar panels specially designed for the low light conditions at the South Pole, this base functions without a single drop of fossil fuel. Inside, specialized AI systems continuously monitor air quality, solar radiation, ice melt rates, and even predict ice shelf collapses up to 72 hours in advance, giving researchers the chance to evacuate in time. This AI doesn't just alert, it learns from each gust of wind and layer of ice to improve real-time forecasting models. But the impact of this research station goes beyond its scale. The data collected here is sent directly to climate centers in the US, UK, and Norway, helping to update algorithms for sea level rise, ice melt, and global climate change. Over 30 major research institutions have signed agreements to tap into the data from this project, from MIT, US, to the Alfred Wegener Institute, Germany. While many countries are still trying to adapt to climate change, China has taken it a step further, building a forward base to protect Earth at the most dangerous point on the planet. Amidst the eternal ice and snow, they haven't just erected a research station, they've created a symbol for the future survival of humanity. 14. The Venus Project, an AI-driven, self-sustaining city. Next, let's explore the Venus Project, a city that runs entirely on AI, completely self-sustaining. Imagine a city without mayors, without police, without currency, without war, and fully managed by artificial intelligence. It may sound like an episode from Black Mirror, but this is not fiction. This is a real blueprint, and it's gradually taking shape. Welcome to the Venus Project. While modern cities spend on average 20% of their GDP dealing with social conflicts and administrative operations, the Venus Project aims to eliminate these issues by using AI to manage everything through a system known as the resource-based economy. This means no money, no wages, no buying or selling. Every citizen's needs for housing, food, healthcare, and education are fully met, without the need for competition or survival struggles. This is not just a sci-fi idea. It's being gradually realized in Florida, USA, where Fresco and his team have constructed the first experimental model on 21 acres of land. Additionally, countries like the UAE, Sweden, and Singapore are exploring the application of similar models as they race to build post-human cities. The Venus Project is not just a project, it's a prophecy. It's a vision of a future where technology doesn't just change how we live, but redefines the very future of our world. 15. Starbase, the new SpaceX launch center for a new era of interplanetary travel. Finally, let's take a look at Starbase, the gateway to the interplanetary age. This is the reality of Starbase, SpaceX's space fortress, where colossal machines standing nearly 122 meters tall and weighing over 5,000 tons create scenes reminiscent of grandiose moments from science fiction films. At Starbase, Starship, the most powerful spacecraft ever created, with a thrust capacity exceeding 7,600 tons, nearly twice the power of the Saturn V rocket that took Armstrong to the moon, is tested, assembled, and launched. Not only is it the strongest, but Starship is also the first spacecraft in human history capable of complete reusability, something NASA and Roscosmos had never achieved. With the ambitious goal of reducing launch costs from $2 billion to under $10 million, SpaceX is doing what the world once thought impossible, turning space into a common destination, much like how commercial aviation revolutionized the world in the 20th century. According to Elon Musk, the target is for each Starship to fly 3 times a day, 1,000 times a year, carrying more than 1 million tons of cargo into space annually, an unprecedented feat. From a barren stretch of land on the Gulf of Mexico, Starbase has become the Cape Canaveral of the 21st century, where every launch sound is a declaration. A new era has begun, and this time, it's for all of us.